Well, hello everyone. It's Angela with Mystic Moon, bringing you guys a new moon in Aquarius reading for the Divine Feminine. So you guys voted, and one of the readings that you guys wanted to see more of on my channel was Divine Feminine Healing and Empowerment. So I wanted to dedicate this new moon in Aquarius to the Divine Feminine, okay? So this is a pretty lengthy reading, and we're going to go into all different kinds of things. At the very end, I will go into a little bit of the connection that you have with your divine counterpart. It's not going to be super in-depth or anything because I obviously have other readings that I dedicate to that, but I'm also going to include some new moon energy for people that really want to open themselves up to new relationships and new love. So a little bit of everything in this reading, okay? Obviously just take what resonates for you. I do tend to say she or her for the divine feminine. It's just the way that I channel. So obviously just apply the messages how they resonate for your exact situation. Beautiful orgonite here today. This right here is the full figured feminine nude created by Michelle from Wing and Bell. I have all these feminines here that are taking care of themselves. So I just thought this was the perfect little theme. And I also want you guys to know that I do have a monthly newsletter. And in the monthly newsletter, there is a spread that I offer for each new moon. So obviously, right now it's the new moon in Aquarius, and that's the reading that I'm going to be following today is the tarot spread that I create for this particular new moon. Also, there's a ritual. So if you guys want to try ritual tonight or just whenever, there is a suggested ritual there in the newsletter as well. There's also journal prompts and affirmations and anything that I'm needing to announce, like products or services or just whatever it is that I'm doing. So if you guys are interested in that newsletter, it is free and it is available by the link down below. So all the decks I'll be using here today, it looks like I'm using a couple for myself, about 3, and then the rest you guys can find either online or on Amazon. So all the links will be down below. So anyways, you guys, what is the new moon in Aquarius? So obviously new moons represents times of change, planting new seeds for the future, beginning new cycles, etc. So the sign of Aquarius is very unconventional, and it always encourages us to be more authentic in who we are by speaking our truth and no longer being afraid to cut out things that aren't working on our journey. And it's also a great time for us to expand our horizon, look at things from a new perspective, and also come up with new, great creative ideas for the future. So that's the energy that we're plugging into today. So let's jump right in, okay? So we're going to follow, like I said, the outline that I've created here. And the first thing is, what is a card that represents the energy of this new moon? Now, it says card. I'm the kind of reader where I like to use a bunch of cards. I like to use a bunch of oracle and then tarot, okay? Some of you guys might wonder why I don't always use reverse tarot, and I'll tell you why. Because I use oracle. And so if I'm using oracle with the tarot and I'm getting a challenging type of an oracle card, I'm already going to know the tarot card is somewhat already challenged, like a reverse card. So I had that question actually asked of me, and that's pretty much why I do that sometimes. So anyways, I am so excited. I finally got my hands on my newest deck, the Treasure Trove Oracle Professional Archetypes. This was one that my daughter and I created, and we had so much fun creating this deck. So I hope that you guys love it. And right now, of course, it is available on my Etsy shop as well as the international ordering site. Right now, it is the Chinese New Year. So if you guys order, it might be a little bit of a delay of delivery. But anyways, also, before we get started, I'm going to be doing on my Treasure Trove Tarot channel tomorrow, which is Sunday, January 22nd, which is the start of the Chinese New Year. I'm going to be doing a Year of the Rabbit reading, so you don't want to miss that. So be sure that you guys check that out if you want, and that you're subscribed to my second channel. All right, enough of that. Let's get started. So let's see what we need to know. What cards represent the energy of this new moon in Aquarius for Divine Feminines? we have the assistant, okay? So the assistant says she's everywhere and anywhere all at once. Multitasking is her specialty. It says, but she warns of burnout if priorities aren't in check. Wow. So this is basically doing too much for everyone else and not enough for ourselves. And I'm going to tell you guys right now, that's exactly where I'm at. My time for myself and self-care is really suffering. I'm just finding that I don't really have a lot of time for me, and it's really starting to get to me. So I need to make that a priority. You know what I mean? So that definitely speaks to me. Let's go into my Treasure Trove Tarot, which is a great deck to go with this one. All right, let's see what we need to know here. What is the energy? Ooh, we have the Three of Cups. We have bonuses, networking, work celebrations. Well, first of all, Three of Cups to me is like a good time, you know, being happy, spending time with friends and family. So this is about making things fun. So if you are doing a lot of work or you're working with groups of people, are we taking time for breaks? Are we taking time to have fun? Are we even having fun with what we're doing? So we are being asked to like maybe take some time off and get together with our family and friends and just go have some fun, do something, like give yourself a bonus, give yourself permission to take a break and to do things that you enjoy too. It doesn't have to be all work, no play. Okay, so thank you, Spirit. I love this message already, totally speaking to me. We have the janitor. It says the janitor is about cleaning up your act. Tidy up hazardous conditions. You'll need to clear the pathway for something new. So there is some kind of old energy, you guys, that could be kind of hazardous to our health or our well-being that we're going to need to clear during this new moon in Aquarius. So what a great time to close out old chapters so we can enter into new cycles. Love that. All right, let's see what this comes with. We have the Emperor. Make a plan. Emperor is Aries energy. So this is about owning our power, sitting in our chair of command, and basically saying, you know what? I'm going to take responsibility right now for my actions or inactions, and I'm going to do something about it. I'm going to make things happen. So Aries energy is very much goal oriented as well. So if there's something that you guys want to do, but like you're working your ass off and it just seems like you're just getting nowhere and you're just burned out, this is about doing things more efficiently. It's like working smarter, not harder, is what I'm getting here. So you're finding a way to maybe even to collaborate and network with other people. Realize that maybe doing everything on your own is just burning you out. So how can you get creative with other people around you? How can you delegate tasks? Maybe it's time for some of you guys to think about hiring an assistant or something, you know, maybe a friend to help you to pick up a task here or there. You know, some of you guys are just trying to run it all. I know right now for me, it's like, thank God for my daughter, my assistant, because if I didn't have her, I'd be even more burned out, you know what I mean, than I already am. So, you know, some of you guys could be needing to seriously think outside of the box, like how can we help ourselves to work more efficiently, not harder, smarter. Love this. So the Emperor means that you can do it. You just need to make a plan. You just need to make a plan here. You need to perhaps clean up some habits. You need to clean up some habits that maybe aren't working for you. So let's just say, and these are just examples, you wake up in the morning and you have a routine, and that routine just isn't really empowering you. It's not making you feel jazzed to like get started with the day. What is that thing? What do you need to cut out, right? For me, for example, this, and it's a fun thing to do, but it's not something I should do during the work week. Not at all. Get on TikTok. Oh my God. I don't know what it is. I don't know if that platform is designed to just like suck you in. Seriously, I'm like, it's some kind of like crazy intelligent being that just, once you get in there, it's like this an addiction thing. And I don't feel like I have an addictive personality, but there is something about just getting sucked in and looped in. And before you know it, 2 hours have passed and it's just like, what the hell did you get done? So that's just an example for me of something I know that I can't do in the morning. If I want to do that on the weekend, that's fine, you know? But during the work week, it's not the way to start my day because it ain't gonna get started. So make a plan of action. When you wake up in the morning, this is what you're gonna do. And then it will help you to become more structured, because the Emperor is definitely structured, and be more responsible with your time management and things like that too. So I really love these messages so far. I feel like for some of you guys too, there's something maybe else that you're giving your power over to. It could be a person, or again, a behavior or a nasty habit. And it is saying here, the janitor's here to help us to clean up our act, so that way we can use our time more efficiently. Are we spending a lot of time just thinking about the past? Are we spending a lot of time maybe in shadow work? And shadow work is important, but sometimes, you guys, it's like enough is enough. It's time for us to like reward ourselves. It's time for us to actually get out and start living our lives and being happy for a change. Who said that healing has to be so grueling, or that healing has to be so much like such hard work? It is dedication, yes, to healing, especially if we have traumas and things like that, and things that we're trying to clean up. But it doesn't have to be depressing. It doesn't have to drag us down. We still deserve to be happy. Let's give ourselves that bonus of doing things that make us happy at the same time. So we can be structured, we can work hard, but we can still have a good time. I love these messages. All right. And we have the exterminator. Oh, it says the exterminator is here to help with the problem that got in the way, or got way out of hand. Toxic influences need to go. Squash what's been bugging you. So this exterminator is here to squash or get rid of those cockroaches in life, which can be our own behaviors, or it can just be toxic cycles or people that are just not helping our situation, not empowering us, not helping us to basically be happy or get ahead. So yeah, time for a new cycle, time to get rid of old toxic energy. And we can do it with the Emperor's energy for sure. We have what it takes. We can do it, you guys. All right, what else? Ooh, we have the Lovers, okay? So some of you guys, this is connected to Gemini, by the way. Some of you guys could be, and I'm only going to put this out there if this resonates. If it doesn't resonate with you, particular Divine Feminines, it's not your message. But I feel like there's a couple of different messages here. Sorry, my chair is so squeaky. The Gemini is twins, so twin flame twins, okay? So I'm getting a message here. Some of you guys, there could be a toxic behavior that you have connected to your twin, or connected to the twin flame journey, okay? Where perhaps maybe we're making this, our entire journey right now, about this person that we see as our divine masculine, or we see as our twin flame. And it doesn't mean they are or they aren't. It's not about any of that stuff. It's just about the way that we're resonating, or the way that we're living our lives on a daily basis. Something is getting out of hand. Something is lopsided. We're not making enough time for ourselves. We're not considering our own needs on this journey. So I just feel like there are some Divine Feminines that maybe are new on the journey, and maybe, you know, they're kind of plugged into the, you know, the love and light and the fantasy and the 5D, and all that's wonderful and great. But sometimes when things are not matching up in the physical 3D world, we can start to go to really dark places, like, you know, we're wrong about this person, or it's not all it's cracked up to be. It's a lie. It's this, it's that. If you guys have been on the journey for a long time, you're going to know that there's a lot of highs and a lot of lows on this journey. It's meant to be that way, though, because you're meant to work through a lot of your stuff. You're meant to work through a lot of your own either shadow or just stuff on this journey, in order to get back to basically yourself. I really feel like this journey brings you back to self more than anything, right? And a lot of people think it's going to bring us to union, but we cannot really create that beautiful divine union until we get into that union with ourselves. And that union within ourselves is also union with the divine, union with the creator, union with, you know, our higher power. So that needs to be that's more important than a physical union with this person. And I think that until we kind of get rid of some of this toxic thinking of I'll be happy when, or when is this person coming back, once we get rid of a lot of that toxic attachment to this person, then we can finally clear and see clear, like we can see that clear vision of what true divine partnership or true divine love is. And some people will even get to the point where they're realizing that what they thought was divine love wasn't really that at all. It was just their own hangups or their own low self-esteem or low self-worth. So everybody comes to this journey in a different way for different reasons. I don't feel it's cookie cutter, and I just feel it's an individual journey. And I think that some people are here to actually come into physical union. Maybe others aren't, and that's okay, right? It's totally okay. So as long as we are at the end of the day making this journey more about us instead of this person, I think that we're going to be okay. I think that when we take all of our eggs, though, and we put it into somebody else's basket, that's when our lives are going to fall apart. So I just feel that the reason that this is coming up right now for some divine feminines is because it is time to clean up your act. It is time to dedicate your time more to yourself. There could be this lopsided energy here where, we're just not taking care of ourselves, and we really need to start doing that. We really need to start putting more of our power and our time into ourselves. So when we do this, we're going to have more success. And I feel for some of you guys that have already gone through that, have already arrived at that destination, this is basically telling you here with the Lover's energy that you are going to start attracting people of like mind, people that are beneficial to you, not people that are taking away from you, draining your lives. You're going to experience less of these karmic partners and more of these soulmate relationships. And your soulmates don't have to just be romantic. These are friends that are beneficial. I mean, I do see that karmic relationships are also beneficial because we're learning something. But to me, this is like people that want to come together and collaborate and do something amazing in the world. Not people that you're always having falling outs with, not people that you're constantly having dramas with. That's karmic relationships. I'm talking about soulmate relationships. People that have your back and you have their back, and you guys have a common goal and you guys want to make a difference in the world. That can also be, when two twin flames are ready to enter into that union where they are on the same page, they have a common goal, and they can actually move forward and make crazy, amazing changes in the world. So I feel like some of you guys are leveling up on your journey in preparation for union, yes, and some of you guys are connecting with soulmates and doing things that you came here to do as well. So it's beautiful any way that you look at it, actually, is what I'm seeing here. But Aries to season of Gemini, so we've got April to June, there's something that's going on here that's pretty major that you've changed in the Aquarian season. So Aquarius season, the work that you're doing, all these things, there's some sort of a payoff I'm seeing between April and June of this year. That's what I'm seeing. So that's beautiful. All right, you guys. So now we're going to move on into what areas of our lives will benefit from us being more authentic to who we truly are. Let's take a look at that. This right here is called the Energy Oracle cards. What areas of our lives are going to benefit when we're being more authentic to ourselves? Ooh, I love this. I love that she's got a black cat with her too. The woman holding a coin. So this is kind of like the Queen of Pentacles to me. This woman holding a coin basically knows her value. She knows who she is. She knows what she wants. She has certain levels of integrity and values. And so she goes after and invests in things that are worth her time and energy. So if you guys have been wasting, let's just say, a lot of time on situations or people that don't share your same value, that don't have integrity, that actually end up being, in a way, kind of like an empty situation in the end, what I'm seeing here is that the areas of your life that are going to benefit are that because you value yourself, people are going to start seeing your value. That's what's going to improve. The area of your life that's going to benefit the most is you. And the way that you value yourself, other people are going to also deposit coins into your life. So they're bringing value. They're not taking away from you. That's beautiful. What else do we have? When we're more authentic and we love ourselves, what are we benefiting? What areas of our lives are benefiting? So this could also be financial as well. Okay. Your financial life is benefiting. And the abundance doesn't just mean money. But I just feel like financially you guys will benefit here. Ooh, again, there's that soulmate energy. I'm picking that up for you, Divine Feminines. You guys are attracting more soulmate types of relationships into your life, less karmic. This is good. Your soulmates are very caring people, okay? They're the people that you just jive with, that just get you. There's not a lot of drama and chaos. There's not this like constant thing where people are, upset about this or upset about that. It just flows. And it doesn't mean you'll never have any kind of, mishap in a soulmate connection or anything like that. But these people genuinely have your back. They genuinely are your cheerleaders in life. They genuinely want to see you happy. And they want to add to that. And they know that you care about them too. So it's a beautiful exchange of energy. So we have caring connections. So the areas that are going to benefit from you loving yourself and valuing yourself are the area of connection with other people. That's also improving. Amazing. And we have yin yang, beautiful balance of both masculine and feminine energy. So it's like we're able to take care of ourselves, but we're also able to let other people in. So we can be very masculine as in go after our goals, go after our achievements, have drive and ambition, masculine energy. But then we can also open ourselves up to receive love and care from people. So beautiful balance here of the yin and yang energy. And I'm getting here for some of you guys, it could be that some of you guys are coming into a physical union with your divine counterpart because they've done the work too. Okay, that could be also on the horizon here. So let's go ahead and get some tarot cards just to kind of clarify some of this information. Let's go into the Modern Love Tarot cards by Ethany. What areas of our lives will benefit from us being more authentic to who we truly are by loving and valuing ourselves? Three of Pentacles. Yes. Oh my gosh. Okay. Work and what you do for a living and how you collaborate and how you make money, that is improving. Okay. So some of you guys are actually thinking about either doing something new for a living or going into a new job or just collaborating with maybe a partner or someone to make something come about. Okay. This guy, it looks like he is teaching something. So some of you guys are looking to teach classes, to become instructors, to do some sort of a workshop or something like that. And I'm getting here that you'll experience a lot of benefit and you'll feel very worthy and feel very good and confident doing this. So the area that's benefiting from your life is finances and work and self-worth. Fantastic. All right, caring connections. Let's go ahead and get the card on this one here. Oh, we have the Fool. Yes, opening yourself up. This is Aquarian energy. So you're definitely opening yourself up this Aquarian season. So some of you guys, the ritual that you decide to do, whether it's your own or the one that I've created in my newsletter, you guys are releasing something and opening yourself up to some new energy. You're releasing some old behaviors that don't serve you, or just some kind of old belief system, because that's what that ritual is all about. That ritual that I created is all about releasing old narratives, ways that people have perhaps projected their crap onto you. It's like not yours. You're releasing these names, you're releasing these judgments, you're releasing all this energy that's not yours. And so what you're essentially doing is you're starting from ground zero and you're opening up like reborn. You're being reborn is what I'm seeing here. And because you're being reborn, you have Venus right there. Venus is connected to love. The way that we love ourselves is the way that other people are going to show up in our lives. She's literally doing a freaking ritual. Look at this. She's doing a ritual, you guys. That's pretty cool. I love the way that this is working out. So by doing some sort, it doesn't mean you have to do this ritual, but I'm just saying, like, you're doing something that is creating a shift in your belief system, a shift in the energies that are residing around you. And because of the shift that you're making, which can just be an attitude, you don't actually have to do anything, just an attitude, just a way of thinking, that is enough for a shift. And this creates more caring connection showing up in your lives. Oh my God, I love it. All right, let's see what else. Oh my gosh, I'm going to cry. It's the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups. Look how happy she is. And she's just taking care of her. She's just doing her. She's just sitting in her bubble bath. Maybe some of you guys are going to take a bubble bath. You know, some people don't have a bath. But I mean, this is just about you really feeling good in your own energy. That's what the Nine of Cups is. I know a lot of people say, oh, the Nine of Cups is the wish card. Yes, it is. You know, your wish is coming true. Sure. But I really see the Nine of Cups when it shows up, especially in this kind of format. You love yourself. You feel good. You're so happy that all of your 9 cups are just running over on your own. You don't need someone else to make you feel happy. You don't need another person to make you feel worthy. You don't need other people to tell you who you are. You know who you are with the 9 of cups. And you've learned to provide your own happiness. So even if that's not you right now, you guys, okay, you're on your way. That's where you're headed. That's where you're headed. And you have an opportunity to balance something within yourself with that yin and yang, to start creating this life. You can start now. It's never too late to change. It's never too late to start taking care of yourself. Ever. It's never too late to heal. A lot of times we can get so bogged down in our pain where we feel like I'll never be able to change. I'll never be happy. I'll never be able to do this. I'll never be able to do that. Guys, I can't tell you how many times I've been in that energy, and I can still get tripped up in that energy. Even though I've worked on a lot of this stuff, I still get tripped up, especially when I'm hormonal. It's almost like all the work I've done just has gone out the window that week, okay? Because everything really sucks. But the thing is, we learn the cycles of our bodies. We learn why we're feeling the way that we're feeling, you know? And we also learn perhaps maybe not to make important decisions during that period of time. Just saying. But yes, this right here is why it's just very important for us to really build that relationship with ourselves. So if we're lacking that relationship with ourselves, then really everything else is going to be shaky. All the relationships, whether they're friendships or connections with people or just who we are at work, if we are not happy with ourselves and don't love ourselves and don't know who we are and aren't solid in that relationship, then all of these other situations around us are really going to suffer. They really are. So it really has to start with ourselves. We really have to start taking this more seriously, because if we don't, it's going to be very difficult for us to thrive while we're here on this planet. Okay? So those areas are benefiting because we are loving ourselves and being more authentic to who we are. So number 3 is, what unique skills should I tap into in order to support and improve the collective, right? What should we do for ourselves to improve the collective? Because we are a part of this collective. We are a part of the world. We are all connected, a part of each other. What can we do to lend a helping hand to the collective? So this right here is called the Intuition Oracle. And this is called the Angel Therapy Oracle cards. We have the traumatized. Wow, I acknowledge that I have been traumatized, but also that I am healing. All right, you guys. So this is the thing. What unique skills should you tap into? Healing. Trauma. Doesn't mean like, you know, you guys, your skill is trauma, but it could be that a lot of you, and we also have a number 44, so that could be connected to some of you guys. The trauma that you have endured, the things that you have gone through, because you are healing, because you have healed, you are now able to help other people, to be an advocate for other people, to help people to heal. So some of you guys are tapping into this gift that you have, to where you're able to share your experiences You're able to, that, you've learned and empowered yourself through your traumas, and you actually are a way shower and a guiding light for other people that they can survive too. So some of you guys might feel a purpose or a mission that is connected to your trauma. That is, and I hear this all the time. There's so many things that I listen to, and some people might say, gosh, it's so dark. But to me, that's really where life is. It doesn't mean it's only in trauma, but so many people figure out who they are, through their trauma. And it doesn't mean their trauma labels them, but if we can work through it and realize that, we aren't our trauma, that it's just a part of us, that it had something to teach us, that it molded and it shaped us for a reason, we can get to that healing. We can get to that, I guess in a way, bittersweet wisdom that comes with it, right? That helps us to evolve, that helps us to appreciate life much more, with the time that we have, or we really appreciate the people in our lives that don't want to traumatize us, right? Those soulmate relationships. To me, this is all the karmic stuff. This is all the karma that you guys have had to go through so far. And it's trying to see the silver lining in a lot of those situations and a lot of that a lot of the experiences that you guys have had. So some of you guys want to be healers, some of you guys want to be teachers, some of you guys want to be counselors. So to me, this is what skills should you tap into, whatever this means to you. Go further into either education or go further into what that means and what you can do to help other people. That's amazing, you guys. I love that. All right, let's see what else we need to know here. Listen to your intuitive feelings. It says your body is receiving accurate messages from the divine. So of course, some of you guys have, you're very intuitive as a divine feminine, you're naturally intuitive. But to me, this is someone who is actually listening to their feelings. So they could be, I think it's called clairsentient. I could be wrong on that. I believe that's the way that something makes you feel. Right? Your senses, like you're sentient, like you're feeling a certain way. So you're empaths. So if you guys are empaths or you guys really connect with being, empaths, there is something here for you to work with. So this is a skill that you should celebrate. I know a lot of empaths they carry around a lot of heavy energy. And I guess I'm trying to advertise here, but it is a product that I just came out with. So my daughter and I created these soap ritual boxes, and one of them is called Edgy Empath. And it is for that person that carries around a lot of energy. And so these soaps contain certain herbs, and you guys can use them, like a hand washing ritual, body washing ritual, and it comes with very empowering affirmations that you say in order to rid yourself of that belief system or just that energy. And so anyways, that's what it reminds me of. It's the edgy empath. And sometimes we can feel like it's a curse because you're so sensitive to other people's needs. You're constantly feeling when you walk in a room, you don't know how to shield your energy. So you look at it as a negative. Or you even have people saying, God, you're so sensitive. And it's like, of course, after they've traumatized you, this is very interesting. After somebody is, traumatizing you or even abusing or just being toxic, that toxic person turns around and says, you're so this, you're so that. And it causes you in a way to question whether or not that there's something wrong with you. And the thing is, to a degree, yes, some of those things can be our own trauma. So if we feel very triggered all the time, we do have to pay attention to how we feel. But if you just feel something and you just know without a shadow of a doubt that something is not right, that's the kind of energy I'm talking about. You just know something is off. You just know someone is lying. You just know someone is full of shit. That right there is your empathy. That is a true message from the divine, because that's connected to your higher self. But when you're feeling, let's just say, triggered, or your feelings are always hurt all the time, that's more trauma. So what I'm getting, you guys, is that you're sensitive empaths, sensitive beings here for a reason. And so this is about you clearing up some of your trauma so that way you can actually operate more in a healthy way, and also set healthy boundaries for yourself so you can help other people in need, right? So it's kind of like it takes one to know one, but we also have the responsibility not only for ourselves, but also when helping other people to heal our own traumas. And no one's perfect, by the way. I definitely have some traumas that still pop up and operate, and I get triggered still to this day. So that doesn't mean I'm this perfect being walking around saying, oh, I'm trauma free. Definitely not, you know? I'm sure a lot of my reactions have been trauma reactions, you know what I'm saying, to like things and situations and people. So, you know, we're all a work in progress. It's not about being perfect, but we do have to realize that we have these special skills for a reason. We have these gifts for a reason. What are we going to do with these gifts? Are we going to let the lower vibration, the trauma, the shadow rule it? Or are we going to find a way to dance with this energy and make it work for us? And that's just what I'm getting for you guys. It's a part of your skill in this lifetime to work with. What are you going to do with it? How are you going to empower? How are you going to heal? How are you going to be so strong in who you are and so convicted in your gift that you're not going to let some person say to you, ugh, you're so this and you're so that, and not feel totally crumbled by that person's opinion of you. And that right there is the ritual that I'm talking about that I have in my newsletter. It is about removing other people's labels of you. You're so this, you're so that. You know what I say? Fuck that. Send it back. That is their opinion and it's not yours. That's not your truth. That's not your truth. So that is pretty amazing that that's coming up that way. So anyways, I was going to pull more cards, but I just really feel like we just got the message right there on that one. So no need. So now we're going to go into how should you collaborate with others at this time? Let's see. How should you collaborate with others at this time? This is called the Healers of the Earth Oracle. Beautiful deck. This is from a creator named Mandy Peterson. So she's got a couple of decks that I use of hers. This is, I think, the first deck I ever bought from her, and it's just amazing. All right. How should we collaborate with other people, connect with other people at this time? We have the Sky Bridge. Wow, we have mediumship, intuition, and psychic experiences. Wow. Okay, so what I'm getting here, you guys, is that some of you may feel drawn to connect with a community. You might be drawn to connect with a medium, like a psychic teacher or a medium. As a matter of fact, I've had a couple of people come to me wanting to know if they're mediums, or if, like, they've been told they're a medium and this and that. And once that confirmation comes through, I am directing them to somebody that I've not only personally worked with on a professional level, but also on a personal level. Her name is Medium on a Mission, Heather. Some of you guys have been following me for a while. You'll know that I did a retreat with her back in 2019, where we did this retreat, and she was there, and she's a psychic medium, and she's able to connect with the other side. Anyway, she has a set of classes right now to help you to tap into your mediumship skills. So to me, she's a part of the collective. Obviously, she's a spiritual teacher. And so perhaps maybe you're wanting to connect with more of your mediumship skills, or you're wanting to connect with a group of psychics or psychic network, a mediumship circle, something like that, a community. So that's coming through. This is called the Muse Tarot. And we have the 10 of Inspiration. So to me, this is like feeling overwhelmed. We're feeling very overwhelmed. 10 of Wands, feeling very overwhelmed. I don't know what to do. What do I do with this? How do I even get started? That's why we have this, okay? This means seeking out a group, seeking out a teacher, seeking out someone that basically has the ability to give you some structure, so that way you can tap more into your skills. Now, it's not just mediumship. This could just be your psychic gifts, your spiritual gifts, reading tarot cards, etc. Just so you guys know, I know I've been saying this for a while. My daughter and I right now, we are carving out materials for a divination course. This is going to be not only tarot, oracle charms, just everything under the sun. It's going to be so much fun. We're going to do an in-person workshop here in Arizona, but we're also going to do some stuff online. So that is something definitely coming to the collective this year. So anyways, let's go ahead and get another card here. We have breathing room. Ooh, a room. Look at this. See this room here? This room of people. Freedom of movement, space, and ease. Yes. So, oh wow, 52 and 53. So to me, it's like this is definitely connected here. So how should we collaborate with others at this time? We should collaborate with others. It could be in an actual room, so in-person places, but this can also be online. I love that. Like breathing room, like, we're not in this room where we're actually breathing in the same space, but we're still in this room. But yeah, we have the freedom to basically connect with people in any way, shape, or form, whether it's online or in person. So to me, this is beautiful. Like we're mingling in that energy. We're actually moving around. We feel very free. We feel like we've met our people. So I'm getting here communities, support groups, any kind of like-minded people, meeting new people. That is going to be very, very beneficial. Oh, I love this Knight of Inspiration. Knight of Inspiration is the Knight of Wands, Sagittarius energy. Sagittarius is very freedom loving. So that's interesting, freedom of movement. This is also about like, and it's funny because I'm a Sagittarius. And when my daughter and I were carving out this particular class, it's not going to be like your traditional, sit down, learn every single thing about the tarot, this and that. Like I may do something like that down the line, but this is just like get in, let's have some fun and then get out. Like this is like touching in with it. This is like getting a little taste of it. That's the kind of person I am, where I want to make it fun. I want to make it creative. I want to make it to where we're not getting bogged down in too many freaking details. I have Virgo moon in my chart, you guys, and sometimes I can get way too analytical. I'm starting to like go down a rabbit hole and I'm losing people because I'm talking about too many freaking details. My ADHD kicks in and I'm just like da, 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 all over the place. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. So if some people like that kind of thing, there are definitely courses, step study courses and things like that. But this is about just like having the freedom to just express yourself, right? Having the room to just be who you are and to be unique and be celebrated for it. So it's like a group of people that accept you, that you can talk, that you can be yourself, that we may not all think the same exact things, but we're coming together with a common theme, this common thread of we want to have some fun, we want to learn this, we want to do this, we want to do that, but we can do it or don't do it. We can do it at our own pace. We can, come at it however we want. So this to me is maybe less structure. Maybe dipping your toe in, maybe not making a full commitment, maybe just trying something once, seeing how it feels. So how should you collaborate with others at this time? I'm getting here. Don't make a crazy commitment. Try something. There's nothing wrong with just trying something once. See how it fits. See if it connects with you. See if it resonates. See if you like it. This is also collaborating with somebody one time. That doesn't mean that you have to be BFFs with people. There's people that I've collaborated with that, I'm not BFFs with them at all. We're friendly, but it's like coworkers. It's like coworkers in the community. I don't talk to them all the time when we, kind of exchange a message here or there. It's fine, but we're not BFFs. So you can collaborate with people, but you don't actually have to be super close with people. And I think even sometimes that might even be better, because then that still gives you the room to do your thing. Sometimes, and I've seen it in this community before, people become very competitive. People seriously become very competitive. And it's an unfortunate thing when it happens. And I think we all have a little bit of ego, of course, and maybe we've all, been a little competitive here and there. But I mean, I've straight up seen people go from being, your biggest fan to basically just like blocking you and being done with you because now they're a creator and they don't want to share that space. Seriously, I'm not shitting you. So it does happen, and I think that sometimes people are afraid to get close or work with anyone in the community because they're afraid to get burned. I've seen it and I've experienced it myself. So we don't have to be all up in each other's spaces. We don't have to be BFFs. This is just about coming together with a common thread and a common, just like, want and desire, and making changes together, but also still being individuals at the same time. So, wow, that was a little bit of a rabbit hole, but that is how we can connect with other people and collaborate. It doesn't have to be totally ridiculously hard or involved. So, what abandoned ideas or projects need a second look? So how many times have we got started with things, we wanted to do something, and we're just like, it just didn't work out. Maybe the timing wasn't right, whatever. Maybe we were scared. So let's see what this is about. This is called the Lantern Oracle. What abandoned ideas or projects need a second look right now? We have a radical curiosity. It says seeing as if for the first time every time. Okay. Something that we've always been really curious about. So I don't know what that is for everyone out there. Let's go ahead and get some tarot cards. But I just feel like there's definitely something in regards to something that we've always really been curious about. You can see she's an alien. She's got like this space hat on. She's got these pointed ears like an alien. So to me, it's kind of like, she's out of her element, right? Never tried something. What abandoned ideas or projects need a second look? Ooh, the Five of Cups. So we had disappointment somewhere in our lives. Something didn't work out, okay? Or maybe we made a decision or we did something and we have a lot of regret. It's never too late to try something again. So to me, this is just like anything that maybe you experienced a lot of, disappointment with, sadness, regret, oh God, you really screwed up. You really, shouldn't have said this or shouldn't have said that, but you did. And then now here's the consequences. But don't let that hold you back, okay? It says, seeing as if for the first time, every time. So this time you can come back to it and you can do it differently this time, okay? There's no reason. So this is crying over spilt milk. Literally, that's milk on the table and there's milk all over the floor. We're crying over spilt milk. Something happened. It sucked. Absolutely. Maybe it didn't work out back then. It could just be timing as well, or it could be that maybe you just didn't have the tools at that time to be able to properly execute something like a project. So to me, give something a second chance, especially if you ended up real bummed out over something. Give it a second chance. Give it another try. And we have home. It says, may your body be where a harmonious balance of love, strength, light, and pleasure lives. Amazing. So the home is our body, right? But the home can also be like our actual home. So this could be like a business, like a home business. Some of you guys tried something before and maybe it failed. It could be it's time for you to try it again, or it could be that it's time for you to actually try working from home or starting a home business. And maybe you were too afraid before. Maybe it was the wrong time. It could be it's time to do that. Yeah, Six of Cups means something from the past. We're coming back to it. We're trying it again. I love this. We have a lot of cards that we're getting one right after the other. So the Five of Cups turns into the Six of Cups. Let's look at the memory. Let's not cry over the spilt milk, and let's do something with it. Let's come back to it and let's do it again. So, and this could be someone from the past as well. This could be someone from your past, like a friend or a family member where maybe it didn't work out before, but maybe you guys can come back together and you guys can give it another try. And the last one, trusting tricksters. Ooh, yeah, damn. Okay, that's just the way it goes sometimes. That's called life. Yeah, I mean, we've all dealt with this. We've all dealt with people. And the thing is, you guys, let's be honest. I'm sure at some point in our lives, we weren't the most honest. Maybe somebody even looks at us and says, you're this, and you're just like, holy shit. Like, I know I'm not that thing, but wow, like this person really thinks this about me. Crazy. Well, that's their truth, not mine, right? But we've dealt with this where you straight up were just totally cool, totally giving, totally chill, and someone just pulled the rug right out from under your feet and you didn't even see it coming. And you're just like, how could I have missed that? How did I not see this? What did I do to deserve this? You know, and you even go through those feelings like, God, I was such a good person. And sometimes we are, right? But we get burned anyways. That's just how it goes, you guys. That's life. There are some really fucked up people out in the universe. It's just a fact. It's a fact. And we may all want to see the love and light in everybody, and that's beautiful. But we also have to protect ourselves and be careful, because not everybody is operating in the same energy that we are. Not everybody is of that same vibration or same level. So I just feel that you guys may have had to go through a time or two where you did trust the wrong person, or the person that you thought you were dealing with didn't turn out to be who you thought they were. But don't allow that. Don't allow the mistakes that you've made. Don't allow the people that have burned you to take you away from expanding your horizons and basically connecting or collaborating with people. So to me, it's like piggybacking on that other message, which is what I had talked about. A lot of people getting burned in this collective, and a lot of people having some negative experiences with each other. But that's not everybody. That's not everybody. And the more that you know who you are, and the more that you do your own healing and you focus, on that, I do believe the more you're going to attract those soulmate style relationships. You're not going to attract all those problematic relationships like we once were. So that's always a great way to check in with ourselves. What do we keep attracting? There's something we got to change. Let's change something. Let's make a shift somewhere, because that energy I'm just not interested in anymore, right? What do we got to do to fix this? So I feel like something is going to keep coming back over and over again until we change it, right? It's always going to be the story until we change it. So remember, this is what abandoned ideas or projects. So we need to abandon these old ideologies, these old narratives. Remember, narratives and thoughts and judgments of other people that aren't ours. We need to get rid of it. We need to be done with it. That's ritual I keep talking about. It's so funny how this is all connected here in this new moon in Aquarius. But your projects that need a second look is something or someone or some situation. It got messed up in the past. Now it's time for you, with your new energy and your new eyes and your new tools, to do it again. Don't let some kind of failure from your past take it away from you forever. Pick yourself up and carry forward. It's time. So it says the trickster's only power is your trust. You are always free to withdraw. That's true. You can. So don't give this person any more power. So if you had something that you always wanted to do and you're not going to do it now because you had a bad experience, it's kind of, I'm not even going to talk about it. It's too personal, but I'm going to be moving forward with some things, and I could let the past, like, oh my God, that year that I did that, wow, that really turned out bad. Wow. It was cool at the time, but then all the aftermath was a fucking nightmare, disaster, clusterfuck. Sorry, it's true. And, but I'm not going to never do something like that again because of that experience. That's my point. Because I'm different now, and I have new tools now, and maybe the tools I had before were also attributed to those problems. Definitely willing to see that too. Love it. Sagittarius energy again. Self-control, that's the key, okay? Let's take some personal inventory. Let's look at ourselves. Let's get some control back in our lives. Let's kind of moderate the energy here, right? Let's get back into balance with ourselves. We can have one foot in the water and one foot on the ground. So we can take our toe and put it in an experience, but then we can also still have a lot of the wisdom and understanding of the mistakes that we've made, and said, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and give this a shot, but I'm also going to remember that this happened to me for a reason, and I'm not going to perhaps say yes when I want to say no. I'm perhaps going to not ignore the red sign or the red flags like I did before. So our past and the things that happen to us do help us as we move forward, but do not allow your past to rob you from having any experiences. This whole black and white thinking doesn't work. It doesn't help you in life. All it does is make you feel extremely high and extremely low all the time. I'm speaking from experience. So we've got to find a way to learn to balance our own lives, our own selves, to get balanced within so we can start experiencing that balance in our environment. So again, this says what abandoned ideas. So first of all, these ideas that we need to abandon, black and white thinking, as well as letting experiences from our past now control our future or our present. And let's take a look at a project that may have failed before or an experience that didn't go so well. And let's try it again with a new set of tools. I like that. Love it, actually. All right. So now we're going to go into what should I focus on that I may continue to grow, so that I may continue to grow and flow. All right. What should I focus on now so I may continue to grow and flow? All right. This right here is called, I have no idea. So I think it's no, I can't, abundance mindset. No. It'll be down below. I can't think of it. The box is behind this setup here. I can't see it. Okay. True offering. I love this. And I'll tell you why. When you offer something and it's coming from a place of guilt, or it's coming from a place of I'm giving this so I can get love and appreciation back, that's not true offering. We're looking to get something. True offering really is that we're doing something, we're taking an action, and we don't expect a damn thing in return. That's true unconditional love. So what do I need to focus on so that I may continue to grow and flow is, why are we offering? What are we doing? What are we offering out into the world? So if we don't want to do something, let's not do it. Let's say no. Let's practice saying no. If someone says, hey, let's do this, let's do that, and you get this feeling of resistance and you're just kind of like, you can even practice this. You know what? Let me think about it. I'll get back to you. That's a good one. Let me think about it. I'll get back to you. That way you give yourself an opportunity to figure out in that space that you're taking to think about it, whether or not it's something that you're scared to do or something that you just really don't want to do. And you can figure that out. You have an opportunity to take some time for that. This will help you to be more authentically yourself. Remember, which is the whole new moon in Aquarius. We can start to be more authentic with people when we're coming from our true selves. And our true selves is like, yeah, I don't really want to do that. That feels like an obligation. That feels like you say yes to someone and then the time comes and you're just like, oh God, it's the last thing that I want to do. Why are we doing these things? We're doing things out of guilt and obligation at that point. How about let's try not to do that anymore? That sounds good to me. Inner power. Love this. So obviously I keep saying love this for some reason. I always get caught on certain words that I just repeat over and over again. This to me is the Emperor's energy that we started off with, you guys. It's very much about owning your power, knowing who you are, coming from that particular energy where, a lot of things around, like you start to command energy, and it's not controlling people or controlling things, but you're commanding how you want things to go. Because you're in your true power. You're truly, truly in your own power. When you know who you are and you know what you want, things start to go your way. And even if it doesn't go your way, you're not going to get caught up in the hysterics that it's not going your way. Because you're going to know who you are and it's not going to matter what other people do. You're just going to find another way to figure it out. You're going to find another way to spend your time. You're not going to get hung up because this person doesn't want to do this or this person doesn't want to do that. That's true inner power right there. That's amazing. So what you should focus on is your own inner strength, your own inner power. That doesn't mean you can't rely or connect with other people, but really be balanced in that energy. Be balanced in that energy. All right, last one. And we have guidance. So this is talking about really focusing on that guidance that's coming from within, our inner compass, our inner guidance. We have that boat there, and that boat is being navigated by the stars. It's being navigated by our higher selves. It's making sure that we're taking time to connect with source. So if you're running around and you're not making that effort or carving out time to connect with yourself, then you're not really going to be able to connect with other people in a true way. If you can't take care of you, you can't really offer anybody anything. You just really can't. So we got to find a way. So that's what we should be focusing on. So that way we can continue to grow and flow in our lives. So that's pretty amazing how that all popped through for us. Okay, so now we're going to go into the very last one, which is the pathway from this new moon. So this new moon in Aquarius to the next new moon in Pisces. So let's take a look at the bridge, right? So what is the bridge energy? And then we're going to go into some twin flame messages and new love messages, okay? So what is this pathway of this new moon to the next new moon in Pisces? Let's look. This is called the Intuitive Life Coaching Oracle. Okay, let's see. We have nourishment. Okay. This is crazy. You are being asked to take time out for self-care. What? So guess what, you guys? What I'm getting here for a lot of you is that you did it. You did this already. You're doing this now, but a lot of you are just really, really getting that you have to do this in order to thrive on your journey, right? So you've taken time during this new moon in Aquarius to really care for yourselves. You see? You have. It's beautiful. All right, let's see in what ways maybe some of that self-care looks like. We're going to go into my Divine Feminine Healing Oracle. I will not allow toxic people from my past ruin me for future encounters. I take back my power now. I want to scream it from the rooftops. Yes. See, you guys, you've done this work. I'm telling you, this is what's happening here. So you're entering into the new moon in Pisces with less of these traumas, less of these wounds. These wounds will always be a part of you, but they're no longer dictating your life. They're no longer controlling you. You're taking back your power from this stuff. And you're learning instead to nourish yourself and to take care of yourself and to love yourself. It's amazing. All right, this is called the Light Seers Tarot. Death and rebirth. Scorpio's energy. So yes, we are allowing ourselves to experience death. We are allowing ourselves to be reborn. So we are learning, we're transmuting this energy. We're taking our traumas and our wounds and we're transmuting them into something positive. We're making all of that pain matter. That's what we're doing. We also have universal mind. So this says you are about to receive the solution to your problem or concern. So I also see that you guys have been connecting as well throughout this. So this is kind of like a future in a way. You guys have been connecting with spirit. You guys have been connecting with source. And because of this, you guys are receiving solutions to your problems or concern because you're listening. You're taking the time to listen. Oh, I love that. Believe. I create my own reality based on what I choose to believe. I never give up on my dreams. So you guys are also filled with more faith and hope. That to me is the stars energy all the way. You've looked at the stars. I love this. We have a star right in this mask here too. That's pretty cool. Or I should say lack of. It's like a faceless little thing there. But you have learned how to trust more in source. You've learned to trust more in yourself. And you have this restored faith, perhaps, that maybe you didn't have before. And this is also really helping you to navigate your journey a little bit better. So there's an upgrade here. Oh, Judgment. Yes, look. This is Pluto's energy, which is connected to death, Scorpio's energy. So double Pluto here. Resurrecting, resurrection, transmutation, reborn, death, rebirth. Okay. The Judgment card, of course, is about we are really taking a good look and evaluating our lives on a very deep level and figuring out what works and what doesn't work, what we're taking with us and what we're leaving behind. So old doors open or entering into new doors, death and rebirth. So it's still a theme here. So this is something that this is the bridge where, the bridge from new moon in Aquarius to new moon in Pisces. Look at how amazing that looks, you guys. You guys are doing the work. You guys are really, you're tapping into your inner power. You're making life work for you again. You're not feeling so out of control. You're not feeling so lost. You're actually feeling quite grounded, balanced, and connected. So that's something to look forward to for sure. Okay, so for those of you that are interested in messages on your divine love connection, twin flame connection, however you guys see this, we're going to tap into this deck right here, which is called the Twin Flame, I think, Inspiration Cards. I could be wrong, but it will be down below. All right, what do we need to know about this divine love connection counterpart twin flame connection? What do we need to know and understand right now? Special messages for the divine feminine that wants to know about this energy. We have ascension. So it says, our journey is to assist each other in ascension by surrendering and allowing each twin the freedom to grow. As one grows, both hearts raise their vibrational frequency. This is not a question of love, but an ancient agreement to ascend together and help others in their process. So I feel like what Spirit's trying to say here is that it is all for ascension purposes. It might not be for an actual physical union for some of you guys right now. So really try not to focus there. And I feel like that's why that first message came up for divine feminines that are really heavily focused on physical union. Focus less on physical union and focus more on ascension. That will really, really help. Okay. It will not only help yourselves, your twin flame, but it'll also help to raise the vibration of the collective. What else? Remembrance, twin flame 11. Our journey is one of selfless love for our twin and the awakening of others. Remember, the answers you seek are found within the stillness of your heart. As we remember our twin flame evolution, know that I feel and see your light and am always with you. That's beautiful. So whether you guys are together or apart, of course, if you guys are not in physically in each other's lives, your souls still remember one another. There's still this frequency that connects the two of you. So it's a selfless journey here. So it's not really about us. If we make it about physical union, we're making it about us. And Spirit really is saying here, it is for the awakening and ascension of other people. That is why you are in this dynamic. That is why you are on this journey. So it is another confirmation. Let's make it more about ascension and the collective than about our own physical needs and desires. And we have expectations. As each soul awakens in their own time, one of your greatest tests is allowing the other freedom to have time and space alone on their journey to self-love and self-alignment. Yes. So we do need to put our expectations in check. What do we really expect on this journey? A lot of people fall off of this journey, or they condemn it, or they say it's bullshit, it's a cult, this and that. And I'm not here to say anything about it either way. It's what you make it. It's what you make it. So if it's a toxic hellhole of a situation, it's the worst thing ever that's happened to you, it's all about what you expected to get from it from the very beginning. But if what you expect to get from it is just a true understanding of self, then, oh, I forgot to turn my phone off. Then you know what? Can't really go wrong with that. You can't really go wrong when you enter into anything with that kind of detached frame of mind. When you really don't expect anything from anyone. Doesn't mean you can't rely on people or that you naturally don't want to have something with that person. We're not inhuman. But when you truly don't have an attachment to a title, a label, or an outcome, you're free. And I just feel like that's really, really where a lot of people are moving towards on these journeys. It's less about physical union and more about the self. And that's not going to be for everyone, I understand, but that is just where I feel my collective, if you guys are resonating with me as a reader, this is where you have kind of this destination that you've arrived at, or this understanding that you've arrived at, as well as where you want to go. And who knows what's on the horizon for any of us. Like I said, some of you, there is a union in your future, but let's not solely focus on that. There are bigger things to think about right now. There are more important things to really be focused on right now. And of course, the most important person is you, okay? So the numbers that we have coming up are 10, 11, and 51. That could resonate with you guys if you're seeing angel numbers, etc., about your connection. So now we're going to go into new love, because this is a request that I got as well on my channel, is for people that really want to focus on new connections, upcoming energy in their love lives. So we're going to go into, let's see here. Let's go into these two decks right here. This is called the Guardian Angel Messages Tarot, and this is called the Bride's Tarot. So let's go ahead and see what new love messages are coming up for us. What new love energies are on the horizon for those of you that are looking to enter into new connections. Okay, so we have the Two of Earth. So prioritization, playfulness, balance. The Two of Pentacles is one of those things where we're kind of going back and forth with something, right? So I feel like what Spirit is saying here is that we've got to settle our energy. We've got to get grounded. We've got to get focused. Now, you can also have fun too, like be playful. So some of that juggling something, really stressing about something, give it up, let it go. Stop trying so hard. But we also do have to put some sort of effort into situations. So the example would be this. We can't just sit on our couch and pray for a new love. We can't never go outside, or let's just say we're not on the internet or whatever, and think that by some miracle that something's going to happen. Spirit's like, hey, you got to make some effort too. So if you would like to draw something into your life, you have to, in a way, play a little bit of that law of attraction game. You've got to get out. If you don't feel good about yourself, let's figure out ways to feel good about yourself. If you don't have any energy, let's figure out ways to build up that energy. Let's get into that energy field, the playing field of meeting someone. So Spirit is saying that we've got to make maybe drop something and prioritize in a certain way, maybe put ourselves first, put our self-care first. If our energy levels are down or we don't feel good about ourselves, let's go ahead and prioritize healing, self-empowerment, so that way we can feel good about ourselves. So if there's anything that's not working, we got to kind of figure out what that is, or make time, or just stop taking it so seriously. Because I swear, it's like when you stop trying so hard and you stop focusing on something, it's amazing how it just miraculously happens. I don't know. There are several people that I know that were trying to get pregnant. And I'm not saying this is for everybody, but no matter how hard they tried, all this stuff in vitro, all these things, none of it worked. When they just stopped trying, the miracle occurred. Okay? So you hear these stories a lot, and I do find some of them to be absolutely true. When you stop trying so hard, or just have fun, have good time, don't take it so seriously, sometimes that happens too. All right, let's see. Whoa. Whoa. All right, so a lot of cards just fell on the floor, but I can't grab them, so that means that I'm not meant to pick them up. 9 of Coins. So the 9 of Coins is the 9 of Pentacles. And what is the 9 of Pentacles? Self-care, valuing yourself, loving yourself, being in your own company and loving it, being totally chill and comfortable in your own skin. So Spirit is basically saying here that when we can learn to prioritize our own needs, we are going to attract someone new into our lives that is going to also take care of themselves, know who they are, they feel really good in their energy, and they're going to want to compliment us well. So it is about building ourselves up now, doing the footwork now on ourselves, so that way we can attract that soulmate relationship that I know a lot of you guys are really looking for. We have the 9 of Air. If there's something that's still worrying you, something that's still causing you to lose sleep, something that is still negative. So I'm just going to say this, you guys, because of this 2 of Earth, which is the, it doesn't show it really in this deck, but it usually shows somebody that's juggling something. I want a new love, but, okay, and I'm not condemning anyone that's done this. I want a new love, but what's going on with this person from my past? What is that saying? We're still invested. We're still not willing to let go so we can we can open up something new. Or tell me about a new person coming into my life, but I'm going to go ahead and check my ex's social media every second of every day to see what's going on. Those energies don't mesh. So we have to be willing to cut something out that's not working, something that's in our energy field that's just not allowing us to really, truly, properly open up that new door. So we're saying that we want something, but our energy is doing something different. We've got to get on the same page with both, or else we're not going to be able to enter into anything new. I'm not coming down hard on you guys or anything, because some of you guys might just be like, I'm fine, I'm open, I'm ready. But I feel like, this is a collective reading, so some of you guys could still be maybe participating in those behaviors that don't make a lot of sense, actually. But guess what, you guys? There is happiness on the horizon for you. The sun is here. There is happiness. There are good times ahead. You will grow. You will outgrow whatever this is. Whatever this energy is, you will outgrow it. You will. Now, this is Leo's energy, so it could, and I'm not trying to say like, oh, it's not going to be until Leo's season that you'll meet this person. But what this just means is that as the seasons change, so will you, so will this. This suffering will not last forever. These memories or depression or whatever it is, it's not going to last forever, because I get these messages all the time. I can't stop thinking about this person. I can't let them go. They're always in my energy field. Are we really trying to let them go? Now, some of you are. And I get that, because I've also done the same. I don't look at somebody's social media ever. And sometimes their energy just pops in. Sometimes that happens, But the more that we disengage, the more that we don't keep feeding this parasite, whatever it is, the more chance that we have for happiness in the future. When you're willing to grow, when you're willing to change your thoughts, your life will change. When you're willing to change your habits, your life will change. Okay? And I do see you guys will give something up. This imbalance, whatever this is that's not working, you will clear this cycle. So I'm getting for a lot of you guys in this collective right now that probably what you'll do is throughout the months of winter, and I know that that's not where everybody's at in the world, but I feel like for these next 2 seasons, you guys are really going to be decluttering. You guys are really going to be clearing out this burdensome energy. And I feel like so to me, this is winter, spring, summer. So as the seasons change, I feel like your love life is going to change. I feel like some kind of new energy is on the horizon for you. Once you drop this, there's something that immediately alleviates all of that. Yes, and your hard work pays off. 9 of Fire. you know, because you're protecting your energy now. You're not participating with it. You're strong. You're resilient. You've survived whatever this is. I feel like there is a reward on the horizon for you. We have the Six of Swords, which is definitely transitioning, moving away from this energy. So I feel like the reason why a new person isn't coming in right this second is because there is some letting go that still needs to take place. There is some transition that still needs to take place here. But I do feel that by spring or by the next season, whatever season you're in, you are going to feel better and you're going to put yourself out there and you're going to start communicating with people. You're going to be social. And that's when you're going to meet this new person. That's what I'm seeing here. Yep, there it is. I knew it. I'm like, it's got to be here. After all this hard work that you guys are doing, it's got to be there. There it is, Two of Cups. There is someone. Now, the only major sign that I have right now is Leo, and Leo is connected to fire. So some of you guys could meet a Leo, or you could meet this person in Leo season. I don't know. But as far as timing is concerned, it really just depends on your own energy. Okay? Try not to focus on it too much. Have some fun. Do some creative things. Enjoy yourself. Love yourself. Take care of yourself. All of those things. And I just feel like the chips are going to fall where they're meant to fall. But for a lot of you guys wanting new love, it is on the horizon for you. It absolutely is with the Two of Cups energy. And when you're feeling better, this is when this will show up in your life. And that's going to be different timing for everybody. But that's what I have for you guys. So I really, really hope that you guys enjoyed those messages. And just a reminder, you guys, you know, I don't charge anything for these types of readings. And so if you guys really want to show me your support and appreciation, if you can, the smallest things count. I do have a donation link. Those are always welcomed. And I always appreciate them when those come through. And, you know, also make sure that you guys are subscribed to the channel, like and comment, or put a little emoji or something. All those things help the channel as well, help the video to push out in the algorithm. So all of that support does matter. So I just want to, you know, just give you guys a little bit of a reminder there. And I just appreciate everyone that shows up to these readings, takes the time to listen. I hope you guys got something positive from it, something empowering. And like I said, if you guys would like a more generalized reading, which this pretty much was, but on the Chinese New Year, that we're going to be really focusing on the year of the rabbit, and it's going to be a whole entire year forecast, is available on Treasure Trove Tarot, which is my second channel. Link is down below. So anyways, you guys, thanks so much. I hope you have an incredible weekend. Take care. Bye-bye.